So hopefully this is going to be the last video filmed on this Sony camcorder, at least as, you know, the camcorder I use for nearly all my videos. Because tomorrow my Canon camcorder should be coming, a much more professional one. So hopefully at that point, you know, when you start seeing the videos go live on that camcorder, they should look way, way better. But regardless, let's do this video. So this is going to be about the British Police Riot Shields, which I've heard some people call the Commander Shield, but I'm not sure if that's its official name. And these are the sort of lightweight round shields designed for single officer use, not formation use. So I'm pretty impressed with this. I managed to get one second hand for not too much money. I think it was about £40. I've cleaned it up a bit. As you can probably see, it's still quite scratched and stuff like that, but it's a surplus used riot shield. Now, what I want to evaluate with this shield is how practical it is, because as you're probably all familiar, I've got the British Armadillo Shield. I'm not actually sure if it's made in Britain or it's just Britain buys them from somewhere else. And that's a very good tower shield. There's lots of videos on YouTube where I've tested it, where I hold the shield or someone else holds the shield and we attack it with all sorts of instruments. The shield has held up very well despite being damaged by the time I got it, because again, it was a surplus shield. You know, little chunks have come off of it, but overall the shield is very good and intact. So, those, you know, tower shields are very practical. The problem is with the tower shields is that obviously they're quite bulky and they're hard to use, you know, with one arm in the shield and then one arm gripping a weapon, whether it be a truncheon or a sword or whatever else. So I wanted to get one of the round shields because I thought they'd be a lot more practical. So obviously, yes, the shield does offer less protection than the full shield, that should be obvious, but the point is it's more manoeuvrable. You know, it's like the same argument you always get when it comes to body armour. How many plates and how thick do you want the Kevlar to be in your armour? Because there's always going to be, you know, more hefty armour, but that's always going to be more cumbersome and everything else. So let's talk about how the shield works. So it's got folding handles on the back, which is actually really good, because the folding handles mean that you can just put it away a bit flatter than you can with the Armadillos. And you've got a big bit of foam here. On the Armadillo Shield, what would offer obviously better protection is instead of a load of foam here, there's actually a secondary shield. You can see there that there's like a backing plastic bit sort of thing as well. But yeah, so the foam obviously offers less protection than the secondary shield that's on the Armadillo where the arms are. But again, these shields are designed to be compact and lightweight. So what you'll notice is with these arm sort of handles, this one is designed for the left arm for a left-handed user, where it basically goes under like that, and then on this one is the one you grip. So basically it means that you can very quickly sort of do that, and your arm's not trapped in it. If you wanted to drop the shield, for example, you could let go of this one and you could let it fall off your arm if you needed to, for whatever reason, like a Molotov had gone on it and it would set your arm on fire. You can drop it quite easily. So there's that. I imagine the hinges on here as well do allow some force to be mitigated by the hinge system rather than it all going into your arm. So this is what I want to see with it. How easily can you grip something like a bokken or a baton or, you know, a sword and use a shield? Yeah, a lot more efficiently. Yes, I would definitely rather end up using this shield in any sort of situation if my life depended on blocking incoming attacks than the tower shield. Because, yeah, with this you can actually, you know, use a sword or whatever behind the shield very effectively. Again, you could also do something like this. So yeah, much, much better than the Armadillo Shield in that regard. Again, as I said, some people have legitimate complaints with these shields, and I think, again, it's always going to depend what do you want a riot shield for. Again, if you had a massive riot situation going on, you had lots and lots of riot cops in formation, it would be much better for them to have the tower-style shields. Front row of towers, second row can put the towers on top like that to stop Molotovs coming in. But groups of officers can use these pretty effectively. But the problem is, you'll see this from riot videos as well, if one cop gets stranded and they've got a tower shield, they're pretty screwed. I mean, one cop that gets surrounded anyway in a riot situation is pretty screwed, but the point is that with a tower shield you can't manoeuvre it all that well. It's very good for basically blocking off a direction, but the thing is, obviously, something like this you can spin around with much easier. The thing is, most of these shields are very lightweight. This would be a kilo at most, I'd imagine. The issue is, the bigger the shield is, the more it catches the air and the more sort of bulky and, hard word to pronounce, unmanoeuvrable the shield comes. So, yeah. Overall, I'm very impressed with this. Thanks to Stu, Weapons and Survival 94, I think just WS94 now on YouTube, because he actually found me an eBay seller with these in and I've been looking for ages. I don't know how good the ones you can order from China are of these type of shields, because you can get brand new Chinese riot shields like this. If they're any good, they're very good price-wise. I think they're pretty much the same price of getting these ones second-hand, sort of new. But again, I don't know how good they are, because sometimes, sadly, a lot of stuff like that gets sold on eBay is more like airsoft grade stuff, not actual stuff. So I believe this shield's meant to be 60 centimetres across, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's, as I said, it's sort of polycarbonate, probably a couple of millimetres thick, but polycarbonate is a very strong material. Now, just to give you an idea of how it protects your arm, there you go, and as you can see, you know, it held up completely fine there, as you'd expect it to, because polycarbonate is literally, you know, a plastic designed to stop knives and everything else. Something flew off there. Did that come off the shield, or did it come off of somewhere else? I'm not totally sure. Not that it really matters, because the shield, ah yeah, it was just one of these little kind of plugs in the back here. Whether or not you can see that, I don't know. But yeah, that was just literally in there like that. But again, wouldn't cause any problems that that's come out. It's more of a sort of, there we go, that's back in. Decorative type washer, as I said, this is old surplus stuff, so as you can expect, with the age of it, bits of it are going to come loose and whatever and need tightening. But yeah, shields like this aren't designed to stop bullets or whatever, because you're quite often getting people go, oh, but will it stop a bullet? No. The point of them is to stop bricks, sort of Molotovs, people attacking you with knives, machetes, you know, sticks, all that sort of stuff. The point is really blunt force impact and melee weapon protection. Think of a medieval shield just updated with modern materials, that's all the Riot Shield is. But these are a lot more practical. So hopefully that's kind of summed up the difference as well between tower shields and these shields. If you wanted a shield for individual use, I would definitely go with a round shield. If you wanted one for formation use, or maybe potentially using as a barricade, go with a tower shield. But for what these are, I would feel very comfortable, as said, being able to use a shield like this with something in the other hand, because it's actually, you know, the actual mechanics of being able to manoeuvre them are much better. So, there we go. Yeah, these round riot shields are actually pretty good.